Okay, so this class is a little different from the other classes we've had in, the past 3 years. This is a cook-along class. So the concept of this class is we're going to have 5 lucky audience members on stage with us cooking with the chef. Okay, so how we pick the audience members is completely up to Chef Shota, not me, okay? So do all your bribing to him.
So actually, I'm going to talk a little bit about myself, a few things first, and then I'm going to ask you guys questions, and whoever answers them first, and I feel like choosing, is going to come up on stage with me. And we're selecting 5 people today, or?
5 people, yeah.
5 people. 5. Nice. So I'm actually going to start a little bit. I'm going to start a little bit of cooking, just because I need to get things rolling. First, I'm going to make sushi vinegar. Have you guys heard of sushi vinegar, or do you know what it is by chance? No?
Okay, we have a lot of work to do in this class, clearly.
Yeah.
A lot of work.
So simply what it is there's a lot of different ratios and different versions, but the basic ratio is 4 rice vinegar, 2 sugar, and 1 salt, just to keep it easy. 4, 2, 1. That way you can hopefully do it at home. You can use different kinds of vinegars. If it's too sweet for you, you can lessen the sugar. And kind of mix around and add honey for sweetness if you want to. But first, I'm going to go ahead and put the vinegar in. Sugar. And the salt that's already meased out. And
so what type of sushi are we making today?
Today, we're going to be doing, sorry, 1 second. Do you have a wooden spatula? Oh, awesome. Today, I'm going to be showing how to do a temaki sushi. Temaki. Te means hand, maki means rolled, so technically hand rolls. This is something that I grew up eating kind of on nicer celebration days or when friends get together. It's a very easy way to do it with a bunch of people. What it is, I don't know if you guys have heard of like a taco night. I don't yes, no, maybe, taco about it, hey-o. What it is you have a big batch of sushi rice in the middle, and then you have ingredients and nori, and you sit down with the table, and it's kind of a community way of eating. A good way to kind of interact and have fun with your kids or have fun with your friends. So first thing first, what I'm doing right now is I'm getting the vinegar and boiling it out.
So hands up for who's actually going to try these recipes at home. Come on, guys. How are you not excited to try sushi at home?
Hey, yo. Can you guys like yell? Hey, me, what's up? How you doing? Hey, there we go. Nice. As I go, I'm going to kind of prep out some ingredients as well. But do you want to ask me a few questions or what not about? Life, what I do, who I am.
So, where do you come from?
I was born in Japan. I was born in Osaka, Japan. I came to the States. I went to the States when I was about 2 months old. And then after that, I lived in the States until junior high. After junior high, I moved back to Japan for 3 years, came back for 2 years, and then I went back when I was 17, 18-ish for about 5 years to kind of learn a little bit more about my culture and learn how to cook. It's something that I've always been interested in.
And that's when you went to school and you interned, you worked at the...
Oh yeah, I had the opportunity to work under Michelin chef Sakamoto in Osaka, and I will say he's the guy who taught me everything. He's my chef, he's my mentor. Yes, a lot about...
Of a Michelin-starred restaurant.
Yes, Michelin-star restaurant
that is key.
For 4.5 years. I mean, it was intense. It's Japan. There's no labor laws over there. So if they tell you to work 120 hours, you just say, yes, chef, and you work 120 hours.
That's crazy.
But I will say, I mean, I kind of went as, in my mind, like a bachelor in college in a sense of bachelor or master's. I don't know what the word is. But to learn, I was lucky enough that I got a job there to be able to get paid to learn and make a living as well. I mean, not really a living. I lived upstairs from the restaurant because I was getting paid $600 a month. But different story. See, no labor laws. But yeah, there I learned a lot about cooking. But number one, more importantly, chef was always about learning about training people, hospitality, taking care of the guests, and what it means to cook with integrity every day.
Okay, so you are James Beard Award semi-finalist
So far this year, hopefully that may change someday. Who knows?
as the Rising Star Chef.
Yes.
Okay, for those of you who do not know what the James Beard Award is, I'm going to read it off my phone. The James Beard Foundation's mission is to celebrate, nurture, and honor chefs and other leaders making America's food culture more delicious, diverse, and sustainable for everybody. So essentially, as a chef in America, the James Beard Award is the biggest award you can get. And he's been nominated twice.
Twice this year and last year?
Twice. And hopefully, next year, he takes home the award.
Hopefully.
So
Rising
take
Star.
all you can from this class.
So Rising Star is for 30 under 30, and I'm 29 right now. I know I'm Asian, so I look like I'm 16. But sorry. Yeah, so 29. So next year is going to be my last year for it. If I do get it, awesome. If I don't, awesome. I'm still going to keep working hard and feed all the guests that come into the
Fingers
restaurant.
crossed. Okay, so how did that come about? How did you get nominated? How did you get, on their radar? Because that's like a pretty big deal. How did that happen?
I don't know. I work hard. I work hard. I jump onto every
That's a
opportunity
plus.
that's given to me. That's another thing I learned from my chef is if you work hard every single day without trying to get something or selfishly, it comes back. And I think that's something that's kind of happened a little by little. Like I'm here in Lagos for the first time. Hey, guys. Yeah, so it's been kind of cool. Like I work hard. I do what I do every day, and people reach out to me and ask me to do cool things, and I'm like, yes, I'll do that. And yeah, I think from there, people got to hear more about what I do, my story. I've had, great opportunities. Like, I don't know if you guys were here for the one before, but food bloggers, food writers, those are the people who, give chefs opportunities to do cool things like this and be recognized
So
by
food
the
bloggers were
nomination
very
board.
key in,
Yeah.
putting you on their radar, essentially.
Yeah.
Interesting.
The one thing I don't do that food writers don't like is I give food to them for free. I don't do that. So
Who doesn't like free food? Okay, so you opened Adana, Seattle. That's the name of his restaurant, Adana, Seattle, 2.5 years ago. So you were how old?
I was 27 when I opened.
Oh, wow.
I actually originally opened in the same space, a little bit more fine dining. I was doing 10 courses, 15 courses, because that's kind of when I went to go study in Japan.
Okay.
But I will say trying to do kaiseki, a completely different cuisine in Seattle, and trying to train people.
Okay, wait, back up. Kaiseki.
Kaiseki. Oh, sorry.
Break that
Kaiseki.
down. Real quick.
Kaiseki simply is a very old type of Japanese cuisine that's been going on since the 1500s. Kai originally means futokoro, which futokoro is around your heart, and seki stands for rock. And how the story comes is it comes from Buddhism, and for monks back in the day in Japan, they were only allowed to eat one meal after I might be wrong, I think it's after noon.
Okay.
After noon, you're allowed to eat one meal, but at night it gets cold. And kaiseki was a thing that they did to satisfy their body. They put the rock close to the fire, and then they would warm their bodies up. And that's kind of how the whole, from there it turned into that kind of mentality of taking care of people, feeding people, satisfying people, In Japanese people take everything to the beyond, so that turned into 10, 15 courses of a 3.5
So
hour
that's
meal.
kind of like the whole ethos behind Japanese
That's
cuisine
the
and
whole-
Japanese culture and Japanese food.
Yeah, that's the whole mentality. Japanese cuisine, there's a lot of cool things about it of like, oh, these techniques, the knife skills and whatnot, but every single time I go to Japan and I visit my chef friends or whatnot, it kind of reminds me that the number one thing that actually only matters is how hospitable and how much you care about your guests, because that, and I do firmly believe that that's something that translates through into flavor, and I might be wrong, but I hope I am, and I can keep cooking.
That's almost very similar to Nigerian culture, Nigerian cuisine, being very hospitable. Okay.
So, super quick, what's up? Oh yeah, do you guys want to chop this? That'd be awesome. Hey, delegation, that's another technique, guys. Sorry, I'm just joking. Do you actually mind cutting kind of like this in matchsticks?
Okay, so who's trying to get on stage to cook with Chef Shota? Ooh.
Kind of like that.
Okay, we only have place for 5 people, so I'm so glad I'm not the one who's gonna pick. That is on you.
Right? Super quick before I start, I need to get the sushi rice ready. So this is rice that I had. Oh, I don't know why I thought there was a camera there. This is rice that I cooked earlier, and this is going to be a little bit of the sushi vinegar. So
what kind of rice is that?
this is going to be, I forgot what kind of rice this is. I'm so sorry. Usually it's short grain, short grain rice.
So it's just regular rice you can get at any supermarket. It's
Yeah.
not like you have to find like an Asian store or anything. It's just
If
like
you can
regular
get
rice.
short grain rice that's more Japanese-ish, it's gonna be
Okay.
it's gonna work better because there's more starch to it, there's more sugar, and this is one of the main reasons you put sugar into this. Yes, for flavor, but
Okay.
second, for when the rice cools down, it helps the rice stick together and doesn't
Okay.
break apart.
So what's that you were doing with the?
So the spoon, I have the spoon here to kind of, I don't know if you guys can see, spread it out a little bit more
Okay.
evenly.
So it's kind of pouring the vinegar on the spoon to kind of spread it around the rice, so it gets like so it gets evenly put on all the rice in the rice cooker.
Awesome, thank you.
I'm going to back up so I do not get burnt.
Oh, it's okay. And one thing about, it's kind of hard to see, I don't know if you can see it. One thing about mixing sushi rice, important thing is not smashing the rice and making sure you still have all the textures of the rice left together. A lot of times they use an oke, which is a massive bamboo, not bamboo. It's made out of cedar. I don't know if you guys have seen that before. It's like a big tub.
Okay.
Unfortunately, it's kind of big and it's a little hard to bring over, so I couldn't bring that over this time. But that's another cool little thing for making sushi rice. You can make it in bowls, but what that does is you can put extra vinegar in because the wood helps soak out the extra, so it's a little bit more consistent in a sense.
Okay.
So yeah, this is the sushi rice. It's mixed, and right now I'm gonna let it cool down for a hot second.
Oh my gosh, can I try some of that?
Yeah, of course, please.
Ooh, that's hot.
It's still a little hot, so
It already has so much flavor in it.
it's the sweet vinegar with a little bit of the salt, and it's nicely balanced out. So I'm gonna start choosing who's gonna come on stage. Whoa, wow, that's a lot of hands. You guys all wanna come up here. Just all come up here, guys. No, I'm just joking, don't do that. You standing up with a cool t-shirt. Oh yes, no, I'm gonna ask you a question. Do you remember the ratio for the rice vinegar?
Okay, let's see who actually remembers.
It's 4-2-1. Vinegar 4, sugar 2, then salt 1.
Woo! Okay, come on. Here is your seat.
Next question. I think I said this one. If I didn't, it's going to be a trick question. If I did, I hope one of you guys can answer. Where was I born in Japan?
Can you cook sushi? Yeah? We have your consent? Awesome, okay.
Osaka.
Osaka.
Woo!
You ready to learn some sushi, kiddo? Okay, now I need 3 more questions.
Are you okay?
Where's my restaurant located?
Seattle.
Seattle, Washington. There we go.
Come on. 2 more questions.
2 more
and
questions.
make them good.
Make them good.
Make them sweat for it.
How old am I?
That was easy. Come on. That was so easy. I'm so tempted to answer this question myself.
29.
29?
29.
29. Woo! Come on, over here.
All right, one last question.
Next question, I promise.
That's perfect. Do you guys mind actually splitting that into, multiple plates? I think 4 plates. Awesome.
So
One last question.
more question. Make it tough.
Make it tough.
Make it count.
What was the category that I was nominated for?
You don't know? Okay, who else?
James of Award. James Ford Award.
Wrong. James Brad Howard. He said the category, not the award. So let's go for the category, guys. What category? You? Okay.
Second
Shit, where's the
category.
straight-
Wrong.
Semifinals.
Wrong.
Rising Star.
So he was the rising star chef for the James Beard Foundation. So you can be here. So we have our five co-chefs.
So we have our 5 co-chefs. Awesome. Well,
Can we get a round of applause for the 5 of them? Especially the little man over here.
and do you know where the fish is? Sorry. It's right here. Awesome. I am prepping out all the ingredients for you right now, and I got some actual cool fish today, so I'm gonna butcher this up.
So what
Do you
kind of
guys
fish are we working with?
Red snapper. I got it at
The market?
the market. Yeah,
The
this
market.
morning. It was
The
kind of
fish market.
It was kind of a cool little experience. Do you have
Google
another
it,
cutting
guys.
board?
Google it.
Cutting board? A cutting board? Yeah. Yes. Perfect. Do you guys like raw fish? Or is it kind of a newer thing over here?
Falamo Market, apparently. So we got the fish from Falamo Market, guys. What were you asking?
Oh, do you guys like raw fish or not a thing? Do a lot of people eat raw fish over here? No? Not as much?
So you have to make it good. You have to make them fall in love with sushi.
Perfect. I will do that. And I might just
You
cook
have
a
a
little
big
bit on the
task
side.
ahead of you.
And I might just cook a little bit on the side. How am I doing on time right now?
Huh?
How am I doing on time? Perfect.
We have 30 minutes.
Okay.
Are we good in 30 minutes?
Perfect. I mean, yes, chef. Do you mind splitting this up and then straining this and then kind of patting it down and splitting it as well? Actually, can you make 5? I need 1 for me.
Okay, so we're expecting some dope knife skills from you.
Right?
You know, some like
Cool
hibachi.
stuff. Yeah, I got
some
this.
hibachi chef.
So
you
how I'm
know,
gonna do
slicing it in
this
the
is I'm gonna ask
sky.
somebody to come up here, throw it at me, and I'm gonna get 2 knives and chop it up real quick. I'm not gonna do that because I will lose a finger, but just thought it might be cool to say that. Japanese way. This is actually kind of a fun story. So, can you guys see what I'm doing? So
Yeah.
first things first.
Say hi.
Oh, hi. How you doing? So first things first. I like to cut the head off and the gills off. And usually, if I'm in my restaurant, I won't be wasting any of this because Japanese mentality is about using every part of the fish.
Okay.
So the fish head. Sorry, I am having trouble with this right now. Why? So the fish heads we would use for stocks, or we would braise it, grill it, and use it into anything if we want to. As well as the collars.
There we go.
There we go. All right. I'm gonna just put that right here.
To warn the other fish.
Right? What was the question? What did you ask me again? Sorry, I must have forgot.
That's a very good question. What was the question?
Right? What was the question? Oh yeah, we use every part of the fish. The center bones, what I like to do is I like to slowly roast them, dehydrate them, and turn them into almost chips in a sense, and I can just crush it. We use it into furikake. I don't know if you guys have heard about furikake. Anyone know what furikake is?
What's that?
Furikake is something you can put on rice. It's just kind of a season mix. And we always have a few different kinds in the restaurant because we'll just get random ingredients and turn them into whatever. And I'm just not a fan of throwing away anything. So anyways, flaying fish. There's two ways in Japan. It's kind of a weird story. In Osaka, you go from the belly. You go belly, back, back, belly.
Okay.
In Tokyo, you go back, belly, belly, back. Why? There's a lot of myths to it, but this is the one I always say because it makes the most sense. In Osaka people are very, very direct, very in your face. And when you serve something to a guest, it's more, let's laugh from our stomach, let's talk from our stomach, and let's get to know each other. So that's why they go from the belly. In Tokyo, it's bad luck because the seppuku culture, where you doesn't exist anymore, but the samurai ages when they used to, commit suicide for doing something. And it's always bad, so they say no for the belly. I'm more of an Osaka person, so I'm just going to go from the belly.
Okay. So let's get into it.
So first, I like to kind of put a little cut into each side and almost prepping out my fish in a sense so I can see where it goes.
Okay, so what parts are our co-chefs going to be helping us out with?
They are going to help make hand rolls, unless somebody wants to butcher fish. You want to try cutting fish? No. Just going to get this.
Okay, so let's take questions. Does anybody have any questions while he's cutting up the fish? Any questions you want to ask? Okay.
Thank you. How do you pick safe fish to eat raw? Does that make sense?
Safe fish to eat raw.
Yeah.
If it's not a silver skin, as in mackerel or whatnot,
Right.
and if it's decently fresh, it should be good for the most part. How you tell fresh fish, I should have told you guys before I started filleting. But how you tell if a fish is good or not is, number one, the gill. What the gill looks like and what the gill smells like. You want the gill to be very pink, and you don't want it to smell fishy at all. Number two is how tough the meat is. Sorry, I'm trying to talk and fillet at the same time. This is a really rough fish.
Okay, we're going to give you some time just to focus on that, and we'll take questions
Sorry,
after
give
that.
me 1 second. Oh yeah, so that's a fillet, guys. Hey. I'm actually just gonna do the half of this. And then this is the belly bone that I'm gonna take out. So now I should be talking because it's a demo, but it's kind of hard when I have a sharp
No,
knife
it's
in
fine.
my
Go
hand.
ahead. That's why you have me. That's why I'm your co-chef. You're a
My
sous
co-chef.
chef.
Heyo.
who's actually not touching anything.
Do you want to do the rest of this? I'll take an Instagram video and tag you. What's up? So this, I can't. Oh, I usually would pin bone the bones out, but right now I'm just gonna go ahead and lightly slice it off.
So no part of this is going to hit the fire. No part of the fish.
No part is gonna hit the fire. If you guys want to, easy to sear too. The cool part about this temaki thing that you guys will see the setup in a hot second is that you can literally put anything. That's the cool part. You can put fried chicken, leftovers from last night, anything.
Yeah.
Anything. Today I kind of have a basic fish, vegetables, and actually, can somebody cut up avocado really quick?
Okay.
Yeah, so this is
That
going to be
is
the
looking
fish.
good. Not that I would know, but
You got this. Then I'm going to peel the skin off real quick.
okay. Just let me know when you're ready for questions, so we don't bombard you and distract you.
Right. I'm going to try to just do this really quick. Feel really sloppy right now. I'm usually a little bit more OCD. Oh, sorry, I'm using different kinds of knives. The first knife I'm using is Deba. I don't know if you guys can see this one.
Yeah, the camera's right there.
So this is going to be a Deba. This is usually for butchering fish, bigger fish or proteins.
How do you spell that?
Deba, D-E-B-A.
Okay.
This is a yanagi. This is kind of the basic sashimi knives. These two knives I've been using almost every day for 10 years. I've sliced my finger over 1,000 times on this one. It happens when you work in kitchen.
The
And-
amount of knife work going into this is crazy.
Yeah, one avocado skin.
You're taking off the skin
So I'm
right
pulling
now?
the skin off really quick.
Okay.
How I'm pulling it is I'm just holding the knife to the cutting board and kind of pulling the skin towards it, if that makes any sense at all. But that way you're not wasting the meat. This, in the restaurant, I would turn into chips, or there's
Oh, wow.
lightly blanch it and then chop it up and toss it with vegetables and turn it into a muse for the evening.
Okay.
But yeah, really just not wasting anything.
That's amazing.
I actually always, I have a log that every person in the restaurant can see of how much compost we produce in a day, just so everyone's a little conscious about how much they throw away. And how should I do this?
What are you about to do?
Oh, I'm about to just slice this into pieces so we can put it into hand rolls. Awesome. Oh yeah, that's perfect. Oh, you can probably see it better that way.
I'll push this to the other table.
Oh, thank you. I will take my phone later though, because I like to do a selfish, selfless promotion of a selfie picture with everybody in the background, okay?
Ah.
That's okay later?
Definitely. Who wants to be in the selfie? Who wants to be in the selfie?
Hey-o.
Guys, that was horrible. That was horrible. Come on, let's do it again. Who wants to be in his selfie?
Hey! So I'm just gonna slice these up a little bit.
I don't know if you guys can see this properly. I guess you can. So he's slicing them into very, very thin. I don't know, what would you call that?
This is called a usuzukuri. Usu means thin, and zukuri means like sashimi.
Okay.
Everything
Whoever
in
can
Japanese
pronounce
is,
that.
yeah, everything usu zukuri.
Whoever can pronounce that at the end of the class gets to try the sushi.
And gets to come up on stage and do a selfie with me. Hey-o. Actually, I think that's gonna be a good amount for everybody. So that's actually really nice. So now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get everyone stationed a little ready with what I call the temaki thing. And do you mind spreading that out to everybody?
Okay,
Yeah.
so this is where our sous chefs come in. Are you guys ready? You guys look sleepy. Come
I don't
on, are
need
you
any
guys
of
ready?
this. Yeah, Oh, I just.
You
I
seem
need
way
a
more
little bit
excited
for
when you're answering the
myself.
questions. Come on, guys.
plate like
Come
that
on.
for myself.
Energy.
I'll take that. Oh shoot. Sorry. Oh hey.
You good?
Yeah, I'm good. Sorry. Was there a question?
Her face. She's like.
Are you
she's
nervous
like,
right
what
now?
are you making me
Do you
cook
want a hug?
right now?
And do you mind splitting this up into 5?
If you'd like to
for
wash
me
your
as well,
hands,
if we
please.
can?
Come up and.
Think I should cook some of the fish for everybody? Just a little bit so they're not too scared?
We have 20 minutes, so if you. Do you think there's enough time?
No. Yeah. Might be a little tight because I'm guessing there's going to be more Q&As.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Should we go into questions now?
Do we have more plates or no?
How much time do you think we need for them to cook all of this?
We're gonna start pretty much right now. I need to split the rice up. Sorry, I apologize. I should have had plates ready, a few more plates ready.
One more.
But while we're doing this, I'm gonna hand everybody a piece of nori really quick. Here you go. Do you know what this is? Seaweed. Yeah, dehydrated seaweed. So what we're gonna start out with is we're just gonna do kind of like origami, where we're gonna cut it, fold it into.
One over here.
Oh, I am so sorry. Sorry, you were too handsome. I just didn't want to look at you, so I feel better about myself. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna fold it in half, kind of like origami, and then fold it over again, and kind of fold it over multiple times, and kind of split it into half like this. If you guys didn't, if you guys mess up, I got more too.
Of the.
And after that,
So you only made 4? Okay.
perfect.
Because we only have 20 minutes, so we have to like.
Doing okay, everybody? Yeah, awesome. Do you want to try flipping it to the other side, kind of like this a few times? Yeah, and kind of make it softer.
Please come in, don't worry. They're just getting.
Awesome. Now let's try to slowly.
Did you get it? Oh,
Got it. Awesome. And after that, we're gonna go into. Actually, this is perfect. So we're gonna do 2 hand rolls, and how we're gonna do it is, can we split this into 5? You need to get more plates? Okay. You wanna just use this? Awesome. Yeah, let's just split it into that and then just put it on everyone's station.
So what are we doing with these?
These I'm using as plates because, hey, it's right here.
Improvision at its finest.
Yes. So do you guys like to, well, that sounds weird. Do you guys like to play with your hands? Because this is all about kind of like playing with your hands and having fun and being interactive. And there's no rule to it. So if you don't want to use the raw fish, you don't have to use the raw fish at all as well. I'm going to actually start showing one. So when you guys get everything, you guys can start. How I like to do this is if you're right-handed, I like to put this in my left hand. Just like that. And I'll show you guys one more time. And then you want to grab a little bit of the rice. I would say, oh, sorry. And when you do this, there's a little bit of water in front of you guys. So get your hands a little wet, not too wet, because that way the starch doesn't stick onto your hand. And get something a little bit bigger than a golf ball. Place it. You're going to place it like this, and I'm going to do this one more time. And you're going to push down the middle, just like that. And where did my ingredients go? The last set of the ingredients that was here. The carrots, my set of ingredients.
The carrots and stuff. Where did the carrots go?
So, it's all good. So how this is done is after you get it like this, you can put anything in here. So you can put just asparagus if you want to. You can put your avocados or whatnot. And then you kind of just fold it and turn it into an ice cream cone. Just like, or not ice cream cone, sorry. Just fold it on.
Sort of looks like an ice cream cone.
Yeah, a little bit. Actually, I'm just going to do a straight one today. But then, yeah, you can turn it into that, and that's a simple hand roll.
Yeah.
Dip it into sauce, soy sauce, any kinds of sauce you like, and enjoy.
Okay, that looks cool.
I
So
hope
do
it
we
does.
just eat it?
And yeah, while you're eating, you usually have dipping sauces. Depending on the family, there's different kinds of dipping sauces. My family usually only had soy sauce, but I've been to houses where they have like 7 different sauces for dipping, which is kind of cool too.
Yeah.
And as you go, you're talking and you make it and you eat and you rest and you talk and you drink and you hang out and you make another one. So it's a very interactive way of,
So it's like an awesome family bonding session.
yeah. Yeah, if you guys like your family, it's a good way to enjoy.
Okay. Do you want them to start?
Yes, let's go ahead and, yeah, let's give this to everybody.
Are
Let's
you
hand
guys
these
ready?
out there. Awesome.
Are you ready? Are you ready? Huh?
Awesome.
When you're not paying attention.
Here you go. Use not to. Here you go. Ooh, sorry. I'm gonna put this right here. I haven't forgot. I promise.
Did you roll both or just one of it?
What? I just rolled one, so you can make more if you want to. And you got one more. Awesome. So I'm gonna go over it one more time with you guys. I don't know where I'm good right now. So do you guys remember how to do it? So yeah, with your right hand or left hand, hold it, and then get your hand a little wet, and then a little bit bigger than a golf ball.
So they're gonna dip it in the water bowl.
Yes.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay.
Your finger in the water ball so it doesn't stick, and if it does stick, I don't judge if you lick your fingers.
Did you get it?
If you guys don't want to get your hands dirty, I do have a little bit of spoon there as well.
So put your finger in the water bowl.
What's that?
You put your finger in. And then
Oh yeah, just like this. So get a little bit of rice. Perfect. Just like that, and
I don't think
kind of
you
put
eat
it right
yet.
here.
Don't pick it.
Wait. Oh, you don't have a water thing. Okay. Can I get one more?
Chef, I think
Yes.
we need a little more attention over here.
Yes.
Our youngest chef needs.
Hey yo, what's your name?
Nathan.
Nathan.
Lovely name, Nathan. Nathan.
So, you're good. Don't worry about it. Let's just start with a new one. You want to rinse your hands in here and let the rice fall off real quick? There you go. So hold it with. So hold this like this. And I'm going to go ahead. Actually, you want to hold it right here for me? And let's
How
just
you guys
use a
doing?
spoon. Actually, sorry, I don't really know
You
how to
want
use
this?
a spoon.
So
So,
first,
a little bit bigger than a golf ball like this. Are you nervous?
Okay. Whew.
Just a little bit.
Okay, so
And
we
then
press it down.
just
Yeah.
like that. And what do you want in it?
Yeah.
You want some cucumbers?
Take
You want
one
some
put
shrimp that's
inside.
cooked?
And then we put it in the center. No, in the center. Yeah. Put it in the center. I think.
And at home, like literally anything. If you guys want to put mayonnaise in here, chili sauce, whatever,
Can
feel
we put
free.
the shrimp and the fish? Or are we using those for something else?
This is honestly whatever you want to put in.
Okay,
You don't
so
have to use any of the fish.
Let's
You
put
don't
the
have
shrimp.
to eat veggies.
Let's put the fish.
Yeah,
Do you wanna put-
just a
Yeah, let's
little
put the
bit like
fish,
that.
Let's put the shrimp.
And then let's hold it
You
from.
don't want the fish?
Actually, let's start
Try
from
it.
this side and kind of roll it up.
I'll eat it.
Yeah, just like that. There you go. Hey,
We'll
look
eat
at that.
it together.
You just made
We'll
sushi.
eat it together.
Yeah,
Oh,
there you go.
You're welcome.
How you
How's it
doing?
coming
Oh,
along?
hey, you already made it. What's up?
What,
Oh, you put raw fish in there.
Yeah?
I'm
Okay,
proud
perfect.
of you.
Do you wanna put the fish?
Good
Do you wanna
job.
put the prawn?
Now, do you want to eat it? Yeah, you do. Hey, yo.
Put anything you want.
You got
So
this.
you want for the fish? And then roll it.
How you doing? Oh, that's perfect. That's beautiful. What? That's perfect. What?
Ooh, that looks
The fish is
amazing.
inside? You're
Well
good to
done.
go. And that's done. So if you have sauces, I don't have a
you
lot
put
of
fish?
sauces today, but if you want to dip it in sauce or whatnot, you want some sauce? I have soy sauce.
She wants
So it's-
something pepperish. You have to show us the true Nigerian in you. Like
Sauce.
pepper.
Yeah, I got you.
She wants pepper.
Can I get the soy sauce? My apologies. Awesome.
Okay,
All
we
right,
have 10 more
let's
minutes, so let's just take a
see.
couple questions. Anybody have any questions?
Trying to see if you don't have ramekins or anything, do we? We don't have ramekins or anything. Do we have
Self-
more ramekins? I feel like I just need
Hello,
all the
chef.
ramekins in the world.
Hi, chef.
Yeah, let's put it in these.
Okay. Hi, chef.
Yes. Sorry.
Uh,
Do you mind putting it in stuff and then handing it out to everybody? Perfect. Thank you. Yes.
Okay, I'm here. Here.
Oh, soy sauce is coming right now. Sorry, if this was my restaurant, I would be yelling at myself.
Chef.
Awesome. How was that, guys, though? Kind of fun? Is anyone going to try it at home? Just dip it. You got to dip it like you mean it. How's that, guys? You guys like that? Fun? Easy? Are you scared right now?
He's
Yes.
like, why did I
want one?
volunteer?
I got you.
So questions?
Yeah, let's go into questions
Very
real
good.
quick. Do you want to actually come up? Yeah, what's up?
Hi, Chef Shota. Please, I would like to find out the appropriate temperature for the rice. I understand that some people like to eat it cold and some lukewarm. But what's the best temperature for the rice?
I will say I don't know if there's a best because it's kind of like personal preference. I like body temperature personally.
Okay.
When it feels right with the body, that's when it's a little bit easier. But some people do prefer cold, and I think it's just one of those things. Whatever you like at the end of the day.
Okay. Second thing, concerning the raw fish and the raw proteins, I think I once saw a sushi chef using the blowtorch on the protein just
Yes.
to eat it up a bit. So what's the effect of that?
Sorry, I didn't hear the last part.
All right. Generally in Japan,
Yes.
people take raw fish, seafood generally. So I'm trying to see an alternative to people who don't eat raw proteins. So
Right.
I once saw a sushi chef using a blowtorch. So I want to ask, what's the effect of that? And is it
it
really
changes-
hygienic and advisable to do that?
It gives that. I'm gonna ask you again. What is that effect called again? The Mayan? Mayan? The Mayan effect. I don't know if it's the right. Does that work with the blowtorch fish? Yeah, kind of getting that little charred flavor and giving it a different depth to it. And at home, if you guys don't like the raw fish, you can cook it. Yeah, you can use fried chicken. You can fry the fish as well. And you guys can kind of tell. You can put anything in these hand rolls.
Okay,
and
we have
enjoy.
5 more minutes, so let's just take a couple questions. Nothing too long, just one question
Hi,
each,
Chef.
guys, please. Okay, next person.
Since tropical fruits are mostly used in sushi, what else can I use? Since tropical fruits are used in sushi, what else can I use?
Since tropical fruits are used in sushi, what else can she use?
If
Instead,
I don't have
If you don't have
fruits.
tropical food or tropical fruits?
Fruits.
Fruits.
Yeah.
Okay, tropical fruits.
And sushi?
Yeah, if you don't want to use tropical fruits, what else can you use as a substitute?
I think tropical fruits are totally fine,
Yeah.
personally. But what else?
Yeah, like if you don't have access to tropical fruits, what can you use as a substitute?
Anything you like. Honestly, that's kind of the cool part about this kind of sushi style. There's not a lot of right or wrong.
Okay.
Hi, Chef Shota.
Hi, how you doing?
Yeah, why are we not using cutlery to eat this? Cutlery.
Cutlery?
Yeah.
Cutlery.
Cutlery.
What kind of cutlery?
Why aren't you using cutlery for this? Why don't you use cutlery to eat?
Oh. We can use chopsticks. This is more like a hand roll thing where you kind of put it in there, but if you want to, you can use chopsticks as well. I like eating with my hands. It's kind of my favorite way of eating, so.
Another
How's the fish?
question?
Are you feeling okay? Yeah? Nice. Thank you.
Hi.
Okay.
Good?
2 more questions, guys.
Hello.
Make them good.
Yes.
good evening,
yes.
everyone.
It's
Hi,
if you
chef.
want to put some. Sorry.
Yeah, I want to ask this question. I can see you put on a long hair, but you didn't cover your hair. Is that proper?
I didn't want my hair.
You can see you have long hair, but you didn't have it covered. Why? Is that normal?
It's because I'm doing a demo and I want to look pretty.
A1 for honesty. A1 for honesty. I'll give you that. Okay, 1 more question.
Hello, chef. Please, I want to find out, why is the fish not marinated?
Fish
Yes, why is it not marinated?
marinated. This one, I like to eat raw fish on its own. So this one I didn't marinate, but if you want to, feel free to marinate it as well. Like toss in a little bit of soy sauce, and sesame oil is a really fun, easy one. Yeah, you can marinate it if you want to.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, final question.
Hello, chef.
Hi.
Please, I want to ask, one, where did you get your seaweed wrappers from over here? And second of all, is there a substitute if we can't find that?
Good question.
Where did I get the seaweed? I asked GTBank to provide seaweed for the event.
Okay, so Chef Stone provided him with the seaweed, but he did get it here, so it is possible to get it here if you're wondering. You just have to look.
Another way to get it is there is an ocean out there, so you can go out. 5 more minutes. What do I want to do? 5 more minutes. Yeah, let's take one selfie. I'm going to take a selfie and then close it up if you guys are okay with that. And then I'll be around, so come grab
Do
me.
one too.
Hey, come in here, guys. Come in here. You got to come behind here.
Okay, everyone look pretty.
All right.
Smile.
On a count of 3, I want everyone to raise their hands and say, hey-o. 3, 2, 1. Ayo! Awesome. Well, thank you guys. Thank you for coming.
You had a great little demonstration over there. Nigerians are a little bit scared of raw fish.
Yeah.
Yeah, did you hear that before you got here?
I actually heard it right before I got on stage, and that's why I was like, should I cook something? And then I was like, oh, let's try it out. So I was like, cool. And then people loved it. So I was like, oh.
Yeah. So seeing people convert, so to speak, in all your years of being a chef, what is your greatest culinary achievement, would you say?
My greatest culinary achievement is that I opened a restaurant 5 years ago, and it's still open.
Oh, congratulations. That's a big feat. Are you going to open some more?
I am. I'm actually planning on opening a little bar 5 blocks down from the restaurant. And I'm going to be doing kushikatsu. Kushi means skewer. Katsu means breaded and fried.
Huh,
It's a Japanese
interesting.
street food.
Cool. And this is in Seattle, right?
This is going to be in Seattle, yes.
So you spent some time in Japan. I know you grew up there.
I grew up there. Yeah, I was born there. And in junior high, I lived there for 3 years with my mom. And from 18 to 23, I was there training and learning how to cook Japanese food.
That is so cool. What about Western food?
Western food. I did a little bit of Western food.
Yeah.
I would say I know the basics, but I don't know extensive stuff. And that's kind of the cool part about having a restaurant in Seattle.
Yeah.
Because the chefs I hire, I try to hire chefs that are all different. So I know things, they know things, and kind of collaborating with everybody's opinions and what they do.
True. Okay, let's talk about your favorite ingredients to work with when you're making your food.
Favorite ingredient to work with would be soy sauce.
Really?
I use soy
Okay.
sauce on everything.
Can you make soy sauce? Is that a stupid question? Like,
You
what-
can make soy sauce. I will
Do you
say,
make your own soy sauce?
We don't.
Okay.
I will say because there's products that are perfected out there already. So you can't beat that.
Okay.
I've tried making soy sauce for 2 years.
Okay.
That was 4 or 5 years ago, but it's just, that product is so good. There's
Better
no.
to leave it to the professionals,
Yeah.
right? Okay, so let's talk Nigerian food. You had any? Have you tried any? I don't know how many days they've allowed you roam.
I haven't actually had a lot. I mean, I landed at 9, 10 p.m.
Okay.
and then I just ate at the hotel, passed
Yeah.
out, and then I got here. But I will say I've had Nigerian jerky,
Okay.
which is actually a good regular of ours in the restaurant.
It's kilishi.
Is it kilishi? The super spicy, dried out. It's so good, but it's really hot.
It's awesome.
Yeah. One of my big regulars in Seattle, he just moved from Nigeria a few years ago.
Great,
so
great.
when he comes back, he always brings those to the restaurant, and we all eat it
Yum, yum,
together
yum,
and
yum.
whatnot.
Well, you gotta come back and try it.
I would love to.